The most ungrateful rich kid. Poncho video. I haven't watched him in a while.
It still got tags on it. I don't even really know what I have. I have on an all-wool cashmere.
Oh my God, y'all see all those boxes? God damn.
And I have on my Rolex.
Dude has a Rolex at 17? What the?
$1,000 a month is not enough for me. I would like my allowance raised to $1,500.
Oh, hell no.
$1,500 a month? Do y'all get an allowance? I never got an allowance. There'd be times where, like, if I was going on a field trip, I'd be like, Mom, I need $20. She'd give me $20. But I never got paid. The only time I would ever sometimes get money is if I did, like, chores for my grandparents. But they would pay me. I never got money until I did work. Even if it was, like, there would be times where when I was in high school, before I worked at GNC or had, like, a yard working job where I was, like, mowing lawns or whatever, I was able to, like, you know, do base yard. I'd be like, do you need me to do anything? Go to your grandparents. Yeah, I'll give you $100 if you do this, 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 and this. And so I'd work for like 2 days, and I'd get $100. That's how I would afford games.
Oh, hell nah. Somebody's got to humble this kid. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite Mexican Raincoat here. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm not doing too bad myself today. We're watching another episode of Dr. Phil. Today's guest is apparently a 17-year-old boy who spends thousands of dollars of his mom's money on clothes. Designer clothes, to be exact. So basically, he's just a spoiled rich kid.
Bro, the one thing that would piss me off was I used to have to wear a uniform at my school, and I went to like a preparatory school, right? And so we had to wear a suit every day to class. All the kids, I was like one of the more, I mean, now I have money, but I was fucking broke then because my parents were divorced, you know, whole thing. I was like middle low class. And I would go to school and I'd wear like belts from Marshalls, right? Like I'd wear like all my clothes was either hand-me-down or like I'd go to like a regular store, get something that didn't really fit perfectly, but it fit. But there'd be this, I remember I had a friend in high school, and he came to school and he was like, yeah, I got this Gucci belt for Christmas. And he shows me it. And I'm like, you asked for that? I'm like, why would that be the thing you got? He's like, no, I got other stuff too. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, if for Christmas, if I got a Gucci belt, I'm not like, I would get pretty cool stuff for Christmas. But if I got a Gucci belt at Christmas, I'd get like 2 other things. I'd get like a $20 gift and a $10 gift. If I got a $300 Gucci belt, that'd be like Christmas. So I was like, why would you ask for that? I would rather ask for like video games, and gizmos and gadgets are the best.
And if you've watched my channel for a while, y'all already know how I feel about spoiled rich kids. I feel like, you know, they should be taught some hard work. They should learn how to put the fries in the bag, if you will. Those are valuable lessons that you should learn in life, you know, work for what you get. But clearly,
the craziest shit, bro, that I remember is, because when I thought Santa was real, I would get, when I was a kid, like not when I was in high school, man. I'm talking about when I was like 9. I would get gifts from Santa, and then I'd get gifts from my mom. And I always feel, I've said this before, I look back at it and I'm like, wow, man, like I wasn't, you gotta be, I was thankful for what I had, but I wish I was more thankful, because I remember I got Santa's gifts, and then my mom would get me something, and it would be something small. It would be like something from the Dollar General, like ring pops and like a $4 Lego set. And I'd be like, damn, my mom got me nothing. And I remember saying that in my head. And I remember being like, thanks, Mom. And I'd give her a hug because I was like, that's nice. But in the back of my head, I was like, damn, like that's all she could get me. And then now I look back at it and I'm like, bro, she was spending all the money she had extra, like no savings, like all the money she was saving up. She would just buy me Christmas gifts as Santa Claus. Right.
This kid has not learned that lesson yet. Quote, I see myself as very privileged, says teen who wants allowance.
So I think like it's a very humbling thing. If you when you realize that, and then you look back at your parents and you're like, man, dude, they were like, everything they scraped up, they were like just buying you shit.
It's raised from $1,000 to $1,500. That's a lot of money to be receiving for an allowance. I don't think anyone
and they're not even thanking you. You know what I mean? Like you're a low-income parent, and you're like, you're making ends meet so you could buy your kid Christmas gifts, and they're like, Santa got me this. I'd be like, bitch, Santa didn't fucking get you that shit. Fucking, oh my God.
Watching this video right now has
dumb motherfucker. Oh, I got you that shit.
received this type of allowance before. This is definitely rich kid allowance. But we're taking a look at this episode today, so yeah, strap in. Like the video for a Lamborghini. Let's watch.
My allowance is $1,000 a month, and I spend it on shopping and buying designer clothes.
Damn, 1,000.
Bro, I feel like I'd be like invested. Nah, honestly, if I was a kid and you were giving me $1,000 a month, I'd be buying every Fortnite skin. I'd be buying the best version of the new Call of Duty. I'd be fucking buying all the shark cards. I'd be spending all the in-game currency.
Dollars? Holy shit. Honestly,
I'd be buying Clash of Clans gems.
if I got an allowance of $1,000 when I was 17 years old, I'd probably be spending it on the same thing. It'd probably just go straight to clothes. I can't even blame him.
We got Yeezy shirts, more Gucci and Blake. We got True Religion shirt. This shirt right here, I can't even say the name of it. Like, I just got brands in here that I can't even pronounce.
I'm not gonna lie, bro has drip, okay? Like, these brands are all good. All the brands he just listed off, all of them are valid. Also, I can't pronounce this brand either. Comme des Garçons, I think it's called.
Comme des garçons.
Oh, now obviously paying for designer clothes is a little bit of a wallet drainer. You know, they all cost a lot for damn near no reason at all, other than just the fact that people want those types of clothes, so they mark up the price. No disrespect to...
I don't know, like, what? There's designer clothes that do look really good. Like, there's ones that are, like, I think all Supreme shit's hype. I think Supreme is a stupid brand. I think Supreme and Gucci are dumb fucking brands. I think they're, like, just solely off of user value. But, you know, there's brand, like Louis Vuitton. A Louis Vuitton bag is a high-quality bag. That is a good bag. But it's overpriced. It's so overpriced. But it's a good bag. Like, you're getting a product that's still worth more than an average thing in the consumer space for that item, right? Like, if it wasn't Louis Vuitton, it'd still be a fucking $200 bag. It just wouldn't be $4,000. But Gucci, you buy, like, a Gucci hoodie, you might spend fucking $300 on a Gucci hoodie, $400 on a Gucci hoodie. The hoodie's worth $60. It's worth what a regular hoodie's worth. It's just... it has that logo on it.
Comme des Garçons, but it's literally just a heart. This shit should not be worth $100. But this video isn't about Comme des Garçons. It's about this kid. I really don't think there's too much wrong with this kid. I think his mom...
I love video. I gotta say this side note. I love videos where I'm watching, like, gameplay. It's very stimulating. Where it flashes between the imagery and a video game. If they're not a face cam guy, I'm like, yeah, I'll watch you build a Minecraft path while I'm, while we're watching this.
Just kind of spoiled him with an allowance, so he's obviously going to end up being entitled because, like, you can't just give a kid everything they want. They're going to just end up being spoiled and entitled. Like, it's not really
I think if you're a rich parent and you know your kid's going to have more than other people, that's not wrong, but it's like you have to teach your kid that no is a thing. Because if you always buy them whatever they want, then they're spoiled. I think you could be a non-spoiled rich kid because if you have good parents and they're like, every once in a while, they're like, I'm not buying you that, right? And they're perceiving it in this instance where it's like, hey, yeah, your first car, I'll buy you. You won't have to buy yourself. It'll be nice. But, like, I'm not going to buy you everything you want when we go out. I'm not going to buy you this. Sometimes I'm not going to get you that. Sometimes you're going to have to use a hand-me-down.
Fault that he's spoiled. You get what I'm saying?
I just love swiping my card and it just say approved, approved, approved.
Damn, bro, come on, man.
You ever get a card declined, bro? That's like getting shot in the fucking chest. Oh my God. Especially if it's just like not even because there's not money in there. You get a card declined. You get a card declined because like the chip ain't read and you're like, it didn't work. Do it again. You do it again. Doesn't work. You're like, I swear to God, I have the money to pay for this, man. You got to believe me. I have the $30, bro. I'm not trying to steal this. Please don't think about this for the next 3 hours.
You really had to flex on us, brokies?
I know I will.
You.
We have a chapstick that has 2-karat gold in here.
What?
You.
We have a chapstick that has 2-karat gold in here.
Why? Fucking... that's like the golden Schlager. The alcohol that has gold in it, fucking why? Or whenever you see those, you ever see those videos where not like Salt Bae, but it'll be it's a little person and he chops the food up like it'll be a fucking fat steak and he's got the best haircut you've ever seen. And he's got these sunglasses on and he goes, and he does the Salt Bae thing. Bro, sometimes they'll like cover that steak in gold. and cut it. And I'm like, you just spent $1,000 on a steak because it's got covered in gold. What are we fucking doing?
Okay, that's a dumb purchase. That shit is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. A chapstick with gold in it? That seems like the type of product that only super rich people buy, specifically to feel more rich. Like, who out here is buying gold chapstick, bro? That is so unnecessary. Reminds me of the gold pizza that Mr. Beast ate. But again, bro, I can't...
Oh, the Bitcoin pizza? The Bitcoin pizza? Yeah. That shit. You're eating it, you're gonna fucking poop it out. I'm gonna shit into a fucking spaghetti strainer.
Really blame this kid for buying this because his mom is conditioning him to become a spoiled brat by giving him all this money. So it's like, of course he's going to turn into somebody who buys golden lipstick or chapstick.
It's gold on my lips. My favorite brands is Burberry. My Burberry favorites, you know, I got the shirt on. I love Burberry. Balenciaga.
What the fuck is the name of that brand? What the fuck is the name of that brand? Burberry? Burberry?
Favorites, you know, I got the shirt on. I love Burberry.
Burberry. What is that? Burberry.
Damn, so he's really getting
I thought it was Burberry.
anything he wants. Like, holy
Burberry.
shit, this would have been my 17-year-old dream.
Half of this stuff, it still got tags on it. I don't even really know what I have. I have on an all-wool cashmere.
Oh my God, y'all see all those boxes? God damn.
And I have on my Rolex.
Dude has a Rolex at 17? What the Has this kid worked a day in his life? Has he done any chores or anything? Like, what is this kid doing to deserve all of this? Because from what it seems like all he's doing is just existing. And boom, he gets a Rolex for that. There's definitely an off-balanced reward.
Yeah, I've always thought, like, I know I make good money on social media. I'm like, if my kid ever grows into wealth, I'm gonna make sure he ain't some bum. I don't care what he does with his life. Just don't be a fucking bum. You know, don't be a bum. That's like, I don't care, you know, if you don't have to get a degree, you don't have to fucking make a lot of money. You could be whoever you want. You can have whatever sexuality you want. Just don't be a bum, right? Don't be a loser, right? That just does job. No, not even. Okay, I'm not saying they have to work all the time. I'm like, just don't be a bum. You know what I mean? Like somebody that just like they're just you know, breathing air, man. They're just fucking. They don't do anything. Like, they don't have hobbies. They don't have a job. They don't travel. They don't talk to people. They don't even play video games. They just fucking, like, sit, eat, maybe watch a show, go to bed. And that's different when you're, like, I did that when I was in high school when I was a teenager. But that's, like, I'm talking, like, if my kid was, like, 30 and he's doing that. I'm like, you're a bum. I'm a bum. You're not a bum if you're, like, 15 and all you do is, like, wake up, eat food, take a shit, watch a show, play Fortnite with your friends. That's teenage shit, right? You're a bum. You're in your bum stage, right? You got to get out of being a bum. At some point, you evolve from being a bum, but some people don't, and then they're just bums. I've said the word bum like 100 times.
System put in place between this kid and his mom. Mom's just throwing money at her kid. That's crazy.
This was $1,000 or $900. I spent $2,000.
Like a guy that's like, a bum is like a dude that's 25 and he's like, yeah, I've just been like, bro, there's like not really many good jobs open right now that I kind of want to work right now. So I'm kind of just waiting for the job market to open up. I've been doing a bit of day trading every day. I made like $20 on GME stock. But outside of that, really, I just kind of like I don't know, maybe 8 hours of league a day. And then I've also just been working on my own NFT. So that's kind of like the route I'm going down right now. I've just been like really looking into the space. I'm a part of a paid Discord server for sports betting. They have really good picks. So yeah, no, like I've been like kind of tailing some of the bets, and right now I'm up like $35. So if I make a few more good ones, I'll probably be able to like pay for the membership soon. And then at that point, I'm like, I'll be winning money, you know? And, you know, sometimes you're down, but then you gotta keep tailing them, man. You know, as he says, Raji the Rabber, Roger the Rabbit. What the fuck am I saying? I'm just rambling right now. I'm trying to make up a scenario.
It pains me to listen to and watch. Holy shit, $2,000 on a tracksuit, bro? Oh my God.
My nickname is King, and I feel like it fits me because I'm the king of designer.
Okay, all right, now, buddy, chill out.
His nickname's King. I feel like if somebody's nickname's King, you gave yourself that fucking nickname. You know what I mean? You think somebody gave him that? Be like, yo, bro, your nickname's King, though. Everybody's nickname's always corny. or it's just a shortened version of their name. Nobody's being like, yo, dude, you're like, yo, I'm going to start calling you King, man.
This is all bought by your mom. I guess now is the part where the entitlement starts, showing.
They call me the king because I'm the king of
A
designer.
lot of people do say I'm bougie. Like all my fashion books, Barney's New York, Fendi book, Tiffany & Co. holiday collection book. I see myself very privileged.
Very verbalaged? Did he say privileged or verbalaged? I don't even know what verbalaged means. But if he said he's really privileged, that's right. That's just correct. I mean, at least he's self-aware of it. But one other thing I noticed is that this kid has a lot of fashion books. And if he is passionate about fashion, then that's honestly pretty cool. But if he's just one of those hype beasts who just gets everything at bougie stores, then that's a little corny. But either way, the mom is the cause of all of this.
Limited edition is everything. You gotta have a
Yeah, I feel like a lot of I feel like you grow into your brand and things that you like as you like get out of the end of high school. When you're in middle school and high school and it's like your friend gets something that's designer and he's like, yeah, this is sick, it's Supreme. He doesn't actually like Supreme. His older brother told him Supreme was really cool. And so he asked his mom for it for Christmas. And so now he wears LeBrons because he knows who LeBron James is. And all the cool kids he knows wear LeBrons. He doesn't actually like the brand. If anything, he probably dislikes the shoes. And he doesn't really change until like you're at a point. There's like a point in your life where you kind of try to like be a part of the herd to fit in, and then you actually just like become your own person.
limited edition piece in your closet, or your closet is corny, your drip is corny.
Okay, that is some goofy ass logic, bro. You don't need limited edition anything to have good drip. That's definitely something a rich, spoiled kid would say.
$1,000 a month is not enough for me. I would like my allowance raised to $1,500.
Oh my God, the entitlement is coming.
And the thing with an allowance is like, bro's getting $1,000 a month. He's getting $12,000 a year to spend on whatever he wants. His bills are still being covered. You know, he's still being bought food. When he goes other places, he's still probably getting more money.
$1,500 a month is how much part-time jobs pay per month. And he's doing nothing. He's doing no work. Like, where is he getting this entitlement from? Oh, wait. It's definitely the mom, isn't it?
Okay, guys, so this is my brand new Givenchy book
Yeah, he wants 18 grand a year of spending money.
bag. Some YouTube channels I admire is Nicolette.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Of course, the spoiled brat is inspired by the final boss spoiled brat. That's so crazy. I was just about to mention Nicolette. This guy kind of reminds me of her because Nicolette was wanting $2,000 a month, I believe, of monthly allowance or something like that. And this guy wants $1,500. So no wonder that he's inspired by her. He's really following in her footsteps, huh?
Jeffree Star, the Ace family. My mom is not supposed.
The Ace family. I have never heard somebody in my life say that Ace family was their favorite YouTube channel. I would never in my life think that I would have heard that. There's people they have a lot of subs. Your favorite YouTube channel?
She rather me go to college.
Yeah, that's a pretty good plan.
I don't feel like an average person. I'm above that.
Ew, okay, chill out, buddy. You are just like everybody else. There is nothing too special about you. I can confirm that. Bro really thinks he's the main character just because his mom spoils him. Oh my God. It's crazy because this lifestyle that he's living is not funded by him, but he sure is acting like it is.
I want to tell Dr. Phil, my mom needs to raise my allowance and that she needs to stop pressuring me to go to college.
But the problem is, like, whenever they have this level of, oh my God, did he just say stop pressuring me to go to college? If she's paying you $12K a year, you go to college. I'm not even different from the argument of, you know, I don't want to go to college. I want to do with what I want to do with my life. But if your mom's paying you $12K a year, untaxed money that you could do whatever you want with, you go to college. Hey, you want me to go to college? Hey, yeah, I'll go to college for 8 years. That's fine. If you just keep paying me $20,000 a year to fucking do nothing. Fucking, oh, I don't have a job? Oh, but you're still going to give me money. I just got to go to college. Okay.
Yeah, definitely spoiled, definitely entitled, definitely a rich kid.
Isn't college easier than high school? It depends on the major. I mean, I think the material was harder for my college experience, but I think overall it was easier. Because I did more reading and writing than like test taking.
But honestly, I
But that was because I was in philosophy.
still stand on what I said earlier. If I was 17 and my mom was giving me all this money, I'd probably be entitled to. I just feel like parents should not be doing that. They shouldn't be spoiling their kids like that because it'll just gash these kids' heads up. And this kid's just the perfect example of that. Anyways, let's hear out what the mom has to say because I'm curious to know her POV.
I get mad and frustrated with Ryan because he just wants more and more money all the time.
But who keeps on giving it?
I never understand these Dr. Phil episodes where they're like, my son's saying they need more money and I don't know what to do. Stop giving him money. Stop giving him money. What do you do? What do you mean? What are they going to do? I'm moving out. With what? You have no money. Let me know when you're coming back.
Ryan needs a job to support his habits.
Okay, yeah, I agree. He needs a job. He needs to put the fries in the bag ASAP. But if he keeps getting money from his mom, then he's going to
It's
have...
like when you're a kid, you ever see the videos on TikTok of kids that are like 5 years old trying to run away and they get like 10 feet out of the house and they're like, maybe this is a bad idea. And then they turn around. It's the same shit. Like, if you have no capacity to take care of yourself, like, it's different if you're running away because like your family abuses you. But if you're in this kid's situation and you're running away from home or like, I'm going to leave if your mom doesn't give you fucking $18,000 a year for being a bum, like, you're going to come crawling back immediately.
have no reason to get a job because he already has money. He's getting the money from his mom, so why would he need to get a job, you know? So far, I think the mom's just a flat-out enabler.
I had a summer job at 15. I was washing dishes, and I only was getting paid like $100 every 2 weeks, which is not enough to support my lifestyle.
$100 every 2 weeks. So you were working like maybe 1 10-hour shift a week? You were working once a week?
God, what is it with these teenagers thinking that they need to fund a lifestyle?
I had like a part-time job and I worked like 8 hours on Mondays.
Bro. A bougie lifestyle is
And I couldn't buy designer clothes. I don't know.
earned. It's not just given to you. If you want to have a bunch of nice things and a nice place to stay and a nice car, all that, a nice lifestyle.
That's good for a teenager? Bro, I even think that's fine. If you can land a part-time job in high school to work 2 days a week, that's fucking fire. Because then you're just getting money, you still have the majority of your time off, and you're still saving.
You got to earn it. It's that simple. Like, he's over here saying he wants to live large without putting any work in. But in the real world, most people just work hard to afford
How much do you think everything he has would cost? Clothing-wise, I have no idea.
the basics. He's over here complaining about something that others would be super grateful for. This kid's clearly out of touch, but that's spoiled rich kids for you.
Basically, after 4 weeks of working there, I quit because I got tired of being told what to do.
He quit his job because they were telling him to work? Like, what the fuck? All the employed people watching this video are just watching this like, what the fuck?
I quit my job at GNC because they wouldn't give me enough hours. It was COVID. They were like, we're going to have to prioritize some of the other people. And I went, okay. And then I texted her. I was like, I'm quitting. What do you need me to do?
Son Ronald, he tries to sneak little ways in to get more money. Like if he takes out the trash or, you know, tidying up around the house, he feels as though he got to be paid extra for each individual thing.
Chat, could y'all imagine just like getting paid for every single chore you do in the house? That's a dream. But honestly, it's kind of not, because I'm really glad that I came up the way I did. My parents didn't really pay me all that much. They would just tell me to do things like go get a job, go mow the lawn, go do chores in the house. And honestly, while we're on the topic of chores, I feel like kids doing chores.
Yeah, bro. I feel like doing bullshit work for no money makes it awesome when you finally get paid. Like, I know now I'm a Twitch streamer, bro, but I'm talking about when I was a kid. You do bullshit, you don't get paid much. Sometimes you'll get paid if you do a shitload of chores. And then, like, you have a job for the first time and you get your first... Bro, getting your first paycheck is, like, such a fire thing. I remember I got my first, like, you know, bi-weekly paycheck. It was, like, $300, $350 because I worked, like, multiple weeks, sold a bunch of things. I got commission. I was like, damn, bro. I actually have money.
just teaches them what it's like owning a house in the future. I feel like that's the value of doing chores. They get to know what maintaining a home is like, and they get early experience doing that. I don't feel like, you know, they should be paid for that. I feel like that's just like learning work. That's just learning hard work. I know I sound like an unk describing all this, but like it's true.
I think there's instances where you have everyday tasks that you just gotta fucking do, right? Like you take out the trash, do the dishes. But if it's like, hey, if you mow your grandparents' lawn, I'll give you $30. I think that's like regular work. Bro, I remember I would go over my friend's house and I would have to do work for his grandpa before me and him could hang out. I vividly remember I'd be like, yo, we're hanging out. He'd be like, yeah, come to my house at like 10. I'd show up and we'd go rake his fucking grandpa's leaves. Me, my friend, and his cousin for like 3 hours. And then we'd get cookies and hot chocolate. I'd be like, it was pretty fire. And then we would be able to go fuck around.
I just recently bought a home and I already know how to maintain a lot of
Dead ass, if you're going to give somebody pay, I feel like, okay, this kid's, you know, a high schooler, so it's different. But like, if you ever try to, you know, do work or get me to do work, when I was like 10, if you offered me money, I'd go, pff, pff. That means nothing to me. What would I buy with a fake dollar bill? Dollar bills mean nothing. I'll buy you a 10-piece chicken nugget meal. What? And then I would go, yeah, right. Then I'll do it.
Because of the lessons I learned as a child. So thank you, Mom, if you're watching this video.
Oh, you need to pay me for this. You need to pay me for that. I do laugh because, like, why do I have to pay you to do your chores?
Okay, so she's complaining about her kid, but I'm over here thinking like, lady, aren't you the one that's supporting his, quote, lifestyle? I don't know. Something isn't adding up here. I want to see what Dr. Phil has to say. Actually, wait, he lost his doctor license. We're just going to call him Phil now.
Now, Ronald says he uses retail therapy to make himself better because his mom is always at work.
Okay, so the mom might be a workaholic, which if that's true, that's kind of sad because it goes to show that she's just like throwing money at him but not giving him any attention that he needs. Kids need attention from their parents. So no wonder he's getting all this validation from all this like purchasing. He's probably coping with the fact that his mom's barely there and she's just working all the time and throwing him money.
But is he willing to take a smaller allowance or no allowance so she doesn't have to work as much?
Oh, okay. So she's working all the time because she's trying to pay.
Oh my God, she's been picking up more hours because he's been asking for more money. What an unfucking grateful shit. I also think that's still on her where she could just be like, no.
Pay for his allowance. Yeah, she's definitely enabling this. I feel like mom should just put her foot down and say, no, you're not getting any allowance. And boom, it solves a lot of the problems. She doesn't have to work as much now and she can see her kid more. And he won't turn out to be a spoiled brat because he's not getting any money anymore and he has to learn to work.
She gonna work more to raise my allowance. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Whoa, holy shit, this kid is entitled as hell. He really said, yeah,
She's gonna work more to afford more for me.
who does bro think he is? He hasn't put any work in to afford his lifestyle, which means he doesn't deserve it.
Graduate high school at the end of the year, your allowance will be cut off.
Oh no.
You're going to have to work a job or 2 jobs.
What do you mean, oh no? Like they don't have control over it. You have no say. You have literally no say. What do you mean, oh no? She could just be like, no, I'm not paying you anymore.
This kid's panicking. It's honestly satisfying to see, bro. He's gonna have to learn to put the fries in the bag. A pivotal moment in everyone's life.
No.
Because I can't do it.
That's not gonna happen, bro.
I can't.
Let me ask you something.
What, Phil? Spill it out.
You're living in a small bedroom in your house, and he's in the.
Oh, now let me ask you something here. So your son's buying some nice clothes like Nike. What is he getting? Okay, yeah. Is your son? How much is your son spending a month? Did you say again? I like Dr. Phil just fucking losing his mind up on stage. Unbearable to watch.
Master Suite.
Wait, what?
Did you see? I've been playing Fortnite recently. I've been trying to get my own Fortnite skin.
What? This kid gets the master bedroom? Holy shit, this mom is such a pushover. Y'all, imagine getting the master bedroom in your parents' house. That is crazy levels of privilege. No wonder he ended up this entitled. That's crazy.
Who pays for this house?
I do.
But you put him in the master suite and you go down the hall and live in a smaller bedroom. Why is that?
Dr. Phil coming in with the common sense for sure. Yeah.
I think this goes back to not all, let me say this. Not all single children are spoiled. Semicolon, however, comma. Spoiled children are more likely to also be single children, in my opinion. I feel like if you are an only child, you are more likely to be spoiled. Not guaranteed, right? But it's just the idea that, like, all the attention is going to you, or all the money or everything. Like, there's less spread out. You don't learn to that's what it is. You don't learn to share, right? Sharing is like, you learn communism when you learn communism if you're not an only child. No, but it's like you learn, I guess, you have like a friend growing up. You have somebody that's probably going to fuck with you, right? So you already have a nuisance in your life from the day you're born. And things are spread out, so you share.
Yeah, like, why does he have that room? Dude's literally getting prince treatment, and no wonder he feels like he's the king.
The king of designer.
What did you say to yourself to make that okay?
Well, I gave him the bigger room because he has a lot more clothes than I do.
Oh my God, bro. This is so hard to watch. Really? You gave him the room because he has more clothes.
The king of designer.
Oh my God. Yeah, just say you're a pushover by this point.
I just let him take the bigger room with all his clothes, and I took the smaller room.
My question is why?
I don't
'Cause
know,
I'm
Dr.
king.
Phil. I just need help with.
You know, I'm going to loosen up on the mom. I feel bad for her because I think she acknowledges that she's a pushover and genuinely wants to change. And also, I feel like this
Yeah, there probably are times where she does say no to him, and then he just, like, guilts her and she folds immediately.
son is well aware of the fact that the mom is a pushover. He's taking advantage of that, actually, by moving into the master bedroom, getting all this money from her, etc. So I really do feel for the mom in this situation. As much as she's the enabler in it, she still is acknowledging it and trying to change. So salute to her. I hope it happens. Hopefully she can build the courage to make some change. Because who wants to raise a spoiled rich kid, bro? Those kids are the worst.
Reparenting Forrest, this whole situation
helps
with
here.
Ryan. Yes.
Yeah, helps here.
Dr. Phil, that smile is very creepy. Please stop.
I really do.
Oh, help is here.
Okay, Phil.
Oh, help us here. Don't you worry. After I get my Fortnite skin, we're going to be killing your son. That's how we're going to get rid of the problem for you. You're welcome. You've been cured. Next person.
Please stop. You're creeping me out.
You know, he's been writing in, actually. He wrote to me on...
You see how nervous he looks? Oh boy, I think he knows what's coming. Better get them job applications ready.
He says, my mom thinks I have a spending and attitude problem. I want her to stop picking on me. I feel like she doesn't want me to have a normal teenage life.
What? A normal teenage life doesn't consist of getting thousands of dollars in allowance a month.
A normal teenage life is being broke and hanging out in the parking lot of, like, a Target and sitting around with your friends and going, so what do we do? So what do we do?
Or having every single designer or piece of clothing ever. That is not a normal teenage life, bro. I feel like a normal teenage life consists of going to school, getting a part-time job, maybe. I know me and a lot of my friends had part-time jobs while we were young.
I think most people in high school, if they get a job, it's usually senior year, maybe a summer job, and then you usually get like your first like long form or long part-time job in college.
Maybe getting your first car as well. Like, those are things that consist of a normal teenage life. That statement he made of, I just want to have a normal teenage life, so she should give me all this allowance and all these clothes. That statement alone just goes to show how out of touch he is.
Every time I try to go out with my friends, she always wants to know where I'm going and who I'm going with.
What? That is the most tame parent thing. Bro, that is the most normal, that is the most reasonable thing. Where are you going? Where are you going? Here. Okay, that's whatever. That's like bare minimum. It's like, what, just not having your kid disappear for fucking 10 hours.
Yes.
Hey, that's a normal part of teenage life too. My mom had my location, bro. My mom was
Yeah,
knowing.
I think that's most parents now. Yeah, they got the location. They got your iPhone. Yeah, I think there's maybe parents that are like, oh yeah, you can't go out with your friends. Hey, where do you want to go? Here, never mind, you can't go. Like, that's dickhead shit. But if they just want to know where you're going,
everything about where I was at, who I was with, like,
or yeah,
all
like Life 360 is another app.
that stuff. That's like parenting 101. As much as I didn't like it, I understand now that those are pretty normal parenting techniques.
I just want Dr. Phil to talk to my mom and get us on better terms as far as our relationship and see if he can get my allowance raised.
Of course. Damn, he is really bag chasing here.
I feel like he's living in the fucking dark realm, dude. This guy's living in the fucking dreamland, man. Hey, Dr. Phil, could you get my mom to pay me more money?
Not in the organic way. He's just trying to take from his mom. This is entitlement at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Watch and observe.
Well, that allowance is not going to happen.
No, it's going to happen. So.
And I feel as though we will have a better relationship if he can learn to save money more and spend less.
Yeah, I feel like her giving her some.
Why do that, bro? I feel like she just need to crash out on him. Like, I think that would solve. Like, I'm not saying that would solve it, but if she was like, "Shut the fuck up, you ungrateful shit, you're getting nothing," like, he'd probably crash out back, start crying, guilt trip her, then he'll give it up, you know, and then it'll be fine.
Realistic perspective of the world by making him fill out job applications and working for what he wants. I feel like that will strengthen their relationship because he'll realize how the world actually works, and then he'll realize that she's right for making him go get a job. I actually have a little story about my life when I was, I think, 13 maybe, or 14, I don't remember, but I had a group of friends that were going to the movies one night and they invited me, and I remember going to my mom like, yo, can I get 20 bucks to go to the movies? And this was around the time my stepdad started becoming a member of the family, and he was in the house by this point. And I remember him telling me, nope, you're not going to ask for your mom for money. You got to go mow a lawn, go to a neighbor's house, ask to mow their lawn for some money, do something for some money, work for it. You can't just keep asking your mom for money. And since that day, bro, my life has completely...
Fuck you, Mom, I'll go sell crack on the streets. Give me the $20. The most rural, like, fucking, the most rural rich kid ever. Fuck you, Mom. I'll go fucking start cooking meth like Walter White. You don't even know how to do it. I'll figure it out.
Completely changed, bro, because that was the day I learned the value of hard work. I'm telling you. And since that day, I've been working for everything I have. And also since that day, I've grown closer with my parents because they were teaching a valuable lesson. And right after that day, I started mowing my neighbor's lawns and I started stacking up. Overall, this kid's definitely just spoiled and entitled, and it's partially the mom's fault. Well, mostly the mom's fault, but at least she's acknowledging it and trying to make some changes to make sure that he can work for what he gets in life and understands that money isn't a given in life. And yeah, I mean, that's about all you could say. I wish they did update shit for this. He wants $1,500. That's not I've never even gotten allowance. What's like a reasonable allowance? If you're gonna give an allowance, I feel like it's like $50. Like, here's $50 a month. Now you could go get food once a month, or, you know, buy a ticket to Six Flags or some shit. Like, you could fucking buy a video game, you know? All right. Coming down 30 seconds, I gotta pass.